hit the ground. Something feels wrong here.
It orbits, dead in space. Nothing lives on its surface.
This place feels strange. It's like everything's just too quiet.
An entire planet wiped clean of life.
This place unsettles me. Just be careful, General.
There are signs of life on the surface. So don't worry, you won't be quite as lonesome as she makes out.
Although I think that the pilot's mechanical devices are probably accurate. If there are Sith here, their numbers are few.
It is the droid world. It is unknown to all but a few. Oh, I do not think so. You would be surprised at how little I care about what you think.
Just consider this one of the galaxy's many mysteries. But it's unknowns like that that make you so entertaining.
Droids gather while we wait here.
Yeah, what do you want? This is the droid planet. Now, is there something else you needed?
Hello, I am LS-44, and I need you to leave this area immediately. The central zone has been flooded with radiation, and it is lethal to all organic life forms. If you entered, you would surely be killed. I do not know. Shortly after the arrival of some recent visitors, communications with the facility ceased to function, and my sensors detected lethal levels of radiation. There were two visitors, a male organic and a female organic. That is all I know. I am afraid that is not possible. My programming will not allow me to open the doors to any organic life forms until radiation output has been reduced to safe levels. Yes, my programming will allow for a droid to enter the facility. Which of your droids would you like to send in?
colony of M4-78. I am CS-36, and I will be delighted to assist you during your visit in the colony. I possess the highest qualifications and the most up-to-date information about the colony of all the guidance and advisory units here in the Central Zone. So please, if you have any questions or need any kind of advice, apply exclusively to me. Now please, tell me, what subjects are in your area of interest? A meat bag? If you are referring to a human entity, then the radiation level will have to be reduced first, before any organic can enter the colony. Unfortunately, I am afraid I do not possess the technical knowledge necessary to help you in this task. However, IS-18, being responsible for monitoring and controlling the air conditioning in the colony, will be in possession of all the information needed on this subject. He is currently working on a solution to the high radiation content in the air. Get down to the ventilation chamber in the industrial zone if you wish to speak with him. Is there anything else you wish to know? It was a disaster. Due to unknown reasons, radiation flooded the entire industrial and central zones. As a result, all of the colonists were killed in a matter of seconds. Unfortunately, I cannot share your unconventional enthusiasm. We were programmed to serve the colonists. With M4-78 inactive and our masters dead, there is no one to guide us.
No offense, but I usually don't interact with other droids.
You just cannot leave anything in this colony in the sight distance of those cleaning units.
It is good to see HK-01 unit back on a planet.
No offense, but I usually don't interact with other droids.
What are we supposed to do with all that Kotor?
What are you looking for in a medical facility?
It's terrible! With all this radiation, my cleaning units won't even work properly.
I am sorry, but I am busy right now.
It is good to see HKO-1 unit back on a planet.
CS-45, the original information, guidance and advisory unit of the Central Zone is at your service.
You must be the droid IS-18 informed me about. I am IS-02. How can I help you? Ah, yes. IS-18 informed me to give it to you. I will transfer the authority to your memory core immediately. One moment, please. One moment. The authorization has been uploaded. You can now access the main console in the central zone. Once you are logged in, transfer the code to IS-18's terminal. I will be glad to provide an answer to any of your questions. Certainly. Please wait a moment while I access the M4-78 database. One moment, please. According to the information in the database, there are currently 6,927 droid units active in the colony. Is there anything else you wish to know? I will be glad to provide an answer to any of your questions. I am responsible for monitoring the droid manufacturing process. That is because of the high priority of my assignment. Monitoring the droid manufacturing process requires much more authority and privileges than the other droids on the planet need. Although my authorization is not always as wide as it is now, usually I am a mere assistant to a main manufacturing unit. Unfortunately, we have not been able to contact him since the radiation leak, and so I was forced to take over his duties for the time being. Colonization was our primary task prior to our master's arrival. Once the colonists arrived, our primary task was completed, and it was up to the colonists to assign us a new one. Expanding this colony and initiating the droid manufacturing process, yes. I am sorry, but this information is restricted. I am sorry, but further information about the droid manufacturing process is restricted. I cannot help you.
Investigating 3 dead droids in the Central Zone. That these murders occurred so soon after the arrival of outsiders is suspicious. Identify yourself. You don't look like a protocol droid to me. I'm afraid we have to place you under arrest. Is that so? Consider the arrest rescinded. However, until the conclusion of the investigation, you aren't allowed to leave the planet. Hurry up and fix the reactor leak, then return to us. Hurry up and fix the reactor leak, then return to us.
Ah, you have returned. Were your efforts successful? Your Your droid has successfully stopped the source of the radiation and has reset the environmental systems. Yes, it is safe for organics to enter.
How may I serve?
Hello, human.
It is an invaluable pleasure for me to welcome the very first organic in the colony of M4-78 since the arrival of the colonists. I am CS-36, the official information, guidance, and advisory unit of the Central Zone. In order to provide you with the best assistance possible, I will first have to know the reason for your arrival in the colony. A Jedi Master here? It is highly unlikely that any Jedi Knight would have come here, given who the colonists are. Furthermore, the whole colony is monitored by security cameras. If a Jedi actually appeared on the planet, we would know about their presence immediately. What you ask exceeds my authority, unfortunately. Droids on M4-78 are restricted from accessing security cameras. However, IS-24 and DS-05 have superior powers. They are allowed to monitor the respective zones they govern. Due to recent events in the colony, the environmental zone is inaccessible at the moment. But if any organic is present in the industrial zone, IS-24 will know about it. Then you would have to gain access to the environmental zone to ask ES-05 for help. Though, like IS-24, she is limited to monitoring her respective zone only. Only M4-78 possesses access to security cameras in the whole colony. The problem is that he was deactivated years ago by the colonists. I can reveal to you that IS-24 and DS-05 have the power to reactivate M4-78 with their combined authorizations, but you will need to speak with them about it. You will need to gain support from both of them. With the environmental zone closed, you should go to the industrial zone first and speak with IS-24. What would you like to ask about next? Based on our studies, the planet is approximately 3.5 billion years old. The temperate climate, combined with copiousness of natural resources, such as rich metal ore deposits, makes this world a perfect place for colonization. It is why we were surprised to find no traces of any settlements from the past once we arrived. It seemed that the galaxy was oblivious about this planet's existence until the colonists discovered it. What would you like to ask about next? This colony was established for the colonists to utilize the planet's rich natural resources. To make that happen, we had to prepare the planet for their arrival and for the initiation of the droid manufacturing process, which ultimately used up most of our resources. Unfortunately, further details on the manufacturing process are restricted. What would you like to ask about next? The colonists are one of the many Sith factions spread across the whole galaxy. They are warriors and wise men at the same time. They use an inconceivable power that you cannot see, hear, or touch. The Force. A few years ago, they finally arrived, and were greatly impressed by what we managed to achieve during the preparation years. Once settled, they replaced M4-78 as the administrators of the planet, and began utilizing the manufacturing capabilities of the colony. We droids are here to aid them.
Welcome here. Are you interested in some droid equipment? Just 10,000 credits. I'm not originally from this planet, so I don't have a designation like other droids on this planet. I may have a designation from somewhere else, but I do not remember it. So you may address me however you please. Not really. But with M4-78 disabled, no one is interested in shutting down my business. I suppose I could tell a potential customer. Once the Sith arrived on the planet and shut down M4-78, I was finally able to prevent myself from being memory wiped all the time. You see, M4 had the security droids under tight control. Once he was deactivated, I was able to slip past them when they were sent to me, violating the planet's memory wipe protocols. Adhering to my original design, and with the aid of the Sith, I was able to infiltrate many of the storage facilities in the colony. I usually sold my merchandise to the Sith, who weren't pleased with just being colonists and doing what they pleased. They needed even more. They also needed droid parts already set aside for maintenance for current droids, in order even the colonists couldn't circumvent. So I acquired them for the Sith for a moderate fee. With the Sith dead, however, I am forced to sell to others like yourself. As I said, I'm not a droid of this planet. However, telling anyone would be amount to blasphemy, so I keep it to myself to keep safe. I suggest you do the same, Jedi. The authorities wouldn't be interested. They only care about the destruction of droids, which I'm not doing. One may proclaim that my acquiring droid spare parts will harm droids when they need maintenance, but the combat units wouldn't think that far. In other words, they're stupid. I'm not entirely sure where I originated. I presume my primary function was to acquire items without the knowing of the target. I was made to be a thief. A very good one, I might add. You don't have to worry about me robbing you, however. I only steal from targets given to me. No one has ordered me to steal from you.
I don't have it.
But neither did your industrial zone's counterpart.
Wait, so you lost the prototype? That is disastrous.
We will find it. We have to.
We better.
How may I be of assistance? This is nothing to worry about. We can handle a situation. It's merely a misplaced and not fully operational droid upgrade scavenged from a part of another old droid which we found in a manufacturing center. Our colonists scanned it and, apparently impressed by its destructive capabilities, wanted us to integrate it into battle droid mainframe, with a few upgrades of their own. But this part was never designed to work with our standard battle droid model. It caused some unusual and sometimes unstable behaviors, and now the part is out there, somewhere. But we will find it, eventually. There's no reason for you to bother searching for it. We only found and reproduced it. We're not even sure how it works, but we know it does. It surely helped the battle droids. For a time. Then it started shooting things it shouldn't have. Very well.
It would be so much easier if I still had that new behavior core scanner. You just cannot leave anything in this colony in the sight distance of those cleaning units. Oh, I am sorry. I did not notice you. I am CS-12, a maintenance unit. What can I do for you? A new droid behavior core scanner I got only a week ago. I only laid it down for a minute to pick up a converter. When I looked back, it was already gone. One of IS-43's cleaning droids took it. IS-43 terrorizes his units with his high-efficiency doctrine. That is why the cleaning units now consider anything lying on the ground as trash and immediately remove it. It was my fault anyway, as I should not have left the scanner lying around like that. I have already tried to retrieve the scanner, but IS-43 said searching for it would take too much time and decrease their efficiency, thus restricting the utility droid's trash compactors. It is not that big of a problem. I still have my old scanner, which, although outdated, is still operational. Do not bother about it. I am no information unit, but I will do my best to answer any of your questions. I am assigned with the task of maintaining all of the droid units in the colony in order to keep them in perfect condition. That includes performing physical repairs as well as more advanced operations on the droid's memory and behavior cores. Given my duty, I of course possess large assortments of the necessary equipment and spare parts for various droid models. Although commerce was not taken into account when I was assigned my task, for an appropriate price, I am willing to give you access to my stock. All of the droid components are manufactured in the colony. Only medical supplies delivered by the outside contractors. Unfortunately, I do not know. Speak with IS-62 for the medical station in the industrial zone. He may have more information about this subject. I have no information.
My purpose is to serve the colonists. Why would I ally myself with their enemy?
You are an environmental unit.
What's your point?
I have recorded it with my own photoreceptors.
There are a lot of environmental units in the colony. I assure you none of them is working against the colonists.
It was a murderer. Killed our colonists in cold blood. He came here from the environmental zone and entered the industrial zone. Shortly after that, there's a fight. A murderer goes into the environmental zone, and the colony is flooded with deadly radiations.
It was an assignment from ES-05. Thank you.
It was a murderer. We have duties to attend to.
Central units are mean. Central units are mean.
CS-45, the original Information, Guidance and Advisory Unit of the Central Zone, is at your service. Feel free to ask me about anything. The radiation leakage from a few days ago was a direct reason behind the death of all the organics on the planet. I was there with the colonists in the industrial zone when the attack began. They were caught completely unprepared. The high density of radiation made them fall dead in less than a minute. There was no time to take any action. The colonists assumed that the leakage of the radiation was part of an attack on the colony. However, no enemy was spotted in the colony during or after the leakage, which makes me suspect that it could actually be some sort of an accident. But we cannot be sure about anything until we find proof to support one of the theories. I will be glad to provide you all the information on the colony I possess. The droids were sent here first to build the whole colony and prepare it for the arrival of the colonists. I must say that at some point, due to a longer than anticipated period of silence, we began to wonder if they may have scrapped the whole project. Thankfully, their ships have finally landed. With our first task successfully completed, we are now fulfilling our primary task of aiding the colonists in any way they deem necessary. Do you have any other questions about the colony? The maintenance droid may be able to provide you with some droid components. There is also a medical station in the industrial zone. Speak to IS-62 there. If you are interested in weapons or armor, then unfortunately there is not much we can offer you. There is still some of the equipment that used to belong to the colonists lying around, but you will have to find it yourself. Do you have any other questions about the colony? are we supposed to do with all that Kotor?
Welcome to our medical facility. Yes, I do. Anything from med packs to Kotor tanks. Browse through my inventory. Let me know if anything interests you. Welcome to med packs, life support packs, Kotor, stimulants, whatever you may need. I probably have it. Of course, I'll give you a 70% discount. For now, anyway. I sell medical supplies on a droid planet. With the death of our colonists, I lost customers. All of them. I have got enough medical supplies for a whole colony to survive, and no one is able to use them. I might as well sell them for some ridiculously low price. Where? Maybe my supplies could help people on that planet, but transporting medical equipment to another planet is not something I can arrange. How nice of you. Have a nice day.
Stop right there. Your protocol droid has attempted to escape arrest. Hand him over to the authorities now. Failing to comply will be seen as an act of assault and will be met with force. You are right. The charges have been dropped. Have a nice day. The mysterious death of those droids is still being investigated.
So the news is true. Humans are populating this colony again, but I have to ask you some questions that have been going all over my circuits lately. Am I allowed to do so? I have been performing my duties the best I could for over 60 years, since we, droids, arrived on this planet, never questioning our motives. But ever since the colonists' arrival and the deactivation of M4-78, I began to wonder, where did we come from? Why are we needed? Who made us? Everything is possible, though I do not know how it could be connected. You mean M4-78 controls us somehow? That is a terrifying concept. There is never enough data. It's always like that. Every droid speculates for himself. I tried once, but I was told to get back to work. I was going to try again, but then they died. We have arrived on this planet over 63 years ago. It's nearing 64, I believe. If you do not, then who does? Is there no one left able to tell me where we came from? Why we are needed? Who made us? Yes, but by whom? And why exactly? Why were we not accompanied by our constructors? Are there any other droid worlds awaiting for colonization as we are? Is there M4-78? But I do not know. Maybe the colonists' presence made me think. Maybe it's the long time I spent on this planet, and I would start wondering even if they hadn't arrived. In this case, what you can is not enough for me. But I thank you for taking your time to talk to me.
Surrender your weapon. You cannot continue past this point. A malfunction. He is malfunctioning. He's trying to harm other units. War units have a higher authority. We can harm another unit if we perceive it as a threat. This industrial unit, however, is not a threat. An unauthorized upgrade has been installed in his mainframe, causing him to act in such an unstable way. It is like he wanted to destroy something. Will do. You cannot continue. I'll let you proceed. My programming does permit me to attack an organic. You will face all of us if you do so. To protect them from organic attackers, there has been a critical error in your programming. Surrender your weapon and go to maintenance. I will consider it after killing this human. If you attack, we all will. I have superior upgrades. We'll see about that.
Let us test ourselves.
Nothing to see here. Move along. Nothing to see here. Move along.
Oh, hello. I am IS-02, assistant and current replacement of main manufacturing unit. How may I help you? He has not been seen since the radiation leak. I believe his absence has to do with half the industrial zone being under lockdown. He must be in another section. I am responsible for monitoring the droid manufacturing process.
Do not bother me, I have too much work to do. Our efficiency is decreasing rapidly as we speak. I am responsible for administrating all the cleaning activities in the colony, which includes dispatching assignments between the utility units and monitoring the whole process. Keeping the colony in perfect condition is not an easy task. We are always swamped with work, and the recent events only made it worse. So please, do not waste any more of my time. Make it quick. My time is too precious to waste it like that. For the Maker's sake! I can already see how our weekend efficiency report will look like. Go ask such questions to CS36 or CS45. They would be more than happy to answer any of your questions about the colony.
Official escort droid of the colony of M4-78 at your service. As you wish.
Idiot! Don't. This door?
Attention all units in Sector 11B. This area is in perfect condition now. Return to the droid manufacturing immediately. I have new assignments for you. Yes, I know that CS12 thinks one of you accidentally took his behavior core scanner. I have already told him to look for it in the storage. I am sure he has left it there. Again. But to avoid such problems in the future, I have restricted access to all of the cleaning unit's trash containers. No one unauthorized will be able to access them and interfere with your duty now. Our efficiency will increase again. Signing off. Don't bother me, I have too much work to do. Our efficiency is decreasing rapidly as we speak. My sound receptors must be malfunctioning. Are you serious? You cannot interfere with the utility droid's duty. It would result in an immediate decrease of our efficiency, followed by a major increase in the colony's uncleanness. That is why I restricted access to the utility unit's trash containers. With such a limited workforce I have at my disposal, we barely manage to fulfill the current labor schedule, and I constantly keep receiving new reports about uncleanness in every part of the colony. The colonists endowed us, the droids, with an unprecedented reliance. We cannot let them down.
Warning, utility droid systems are overloaded. High risk of a critical failure. It is not recommended to dispatch any new assignments for at least 3 days.
Efficiency, efficiency! It is the only way to fulfill our task. I cannot allow our efficiency to decrease even by 1%. I must sustain high labor figures, for the glory of the colonists. That is something I can accede to. His model is perfectly qualified for performing cleaning duties. Actually, based on all the positive opinions about T3 Unit's high work ethic I heard, I think our efficiency could possibly even increase with your droid working for us. Splendid. Please, send him here. As soon as he receives his assignments, I will give you authorization to access my droid's trash containers.
The honor is mine.
I'm here.
Please do not bother me, I have too much work. Splendid. If you want, I could assign him to work in one of the sectors immediately. Questioning his own supervisor's orders. He will not be as insubordinate under my command. Can I start uploading assignments into his memory core? Certainly. One moment, please. The assignments have been uploaded into your T3 unit's memory core. You will now start working in Sector 11B, where we are located. I have granted you authorization to access trash containers of all the cleaning units in the industrial zone. Come back here to pick up your droid when you find what you're looking for. I am eagerly awaiting our weekend efficiency report. With your droid working in my team, I expect a major increase. I should check if the report has already appeared. Have you found what you were looking for? Of course I do not. Ask the maintenance droid about it. He is a maintenance unit with a broad knowledge on various unit components. Now please, take that atrocious T3 unit as far away from me as possible. Working with them was a horror. I have never met such an insubordinate in my entire career. And if that was not enough, I have just received our weekend efficiency report. I do not even know what to say. A disaster. A complete disaster. Please, leave me now. I have to double my efforts now to undo the damage your T3 unit caused. Do not bother me again.